Hey guys, Ben here going through some swing analysis work, so let's go ahead and get started here. Whenever we do swing analysis work, we always start from the feet on up, so everything looks pretty good shape. Your feet are a good distance apart. Your back is nice and straight. Your eyes are on the baseball. I like where your hand height is. I would like to have a little bit of separation more from your ears to your hand, so maybe just take your bat and just kind of move it back just a hair to give you a little more separation. It's going to give you a little more power and leverage when I hit. I do like where your eyes are on the baseball. I would also recommend that you get a little bit more athletic in our knees. We're a little bit tall. Being more athletic, I think, is going to help you just to engage your lower half a little bit more. So there's a couple things on our start that I would recommend for you. Now we're going to go into land foot, which is kind of the next area when we do video analysis work. You get yourself loaded back. Not a lot of load, which is okay. Nice and quiet. Hit this one pretty well. One thing I would focus on when you do land foot is making sure that you stay through the baseball a little bit more. You can see how that top hand, you don't want to turn your hands over that close to your body. So I'm going to draw a little circle here around your hands, and you'll notice that your hands are really going to turn over and finish really low. You can see where the barrel finishes. And it's very important for us to stay through the ball. We want to be short to it and long through it, which means we want to stay in this zone for a long time. And as if I stay through it long, then my bat angle is going to kind of be more up in this area, and I'm going to finish nice and high. But you can see if I take all these lines away that the barrel finished pretty low. And you hit the ball pretty well. When your timing's on and everything, it's not going to make a big difference. But as you get older, and there's more off-speed pitches, or you're out in front or whatnot, just to be able to stay through the ball is going to make a big difference in regards to our swing. You can see at contact, head was on the ball, palm up, palm down, good position. Barrel, lower half was actually nice. I really like how you're hitting against a closed, firm front side, one of the better closed, firm front sides I've seen up here in Juneau with these evals. And it has a nice angle. So as far as a body position, money as far as a body position. Not a very good job of staying through the ball. You can see those hands begin to turn on me and I finish low. But from a lower half standpoint, pretty darn good to make sure that you're using all your lower half involved. I would like to see you a little bit more athletic when I'm hitting to make sure that you're going to get yourself on there. And you can see as I get going here that your knees are a little bit straight. And I would like to see you more in an athletic position to really work on that. Keep that back kind of quiet. You can see that back going up and down. Get that in a launch position where you kind of just keep that a little bit quieter. Don't kind of have that thing flap around a little bit. That could affect your timing mechanism. And you do quiet it down when you start, so it's not a big deal, but something just to watch. Be careful of that bat wrap. There's a little bit of a bat wrap. You don't want to see that barrel too much out of behind your helmet there. On faster pitching, that's going to really hurt us to be, we got to come from the wrap back to normal and then short to the ball. Just something to work on of being cautious. Don't have too much wrap in that back. So at contact here, again, lower half looks really nice. Our timing was a little bit off. We were a little bit late on this one, which might have been from the wrap. A little bit on the low side. Make sure you track it in. But from a lower half standpoint, again, really like that closed, firm front side. Has a nice angle here. Head's on the ball. So from a lower half standpoint of mechanics, everything's in pretty good shape. Let's see where you rolled. A little bit better as far as staying through the ball. Didn't roll over as quick, which I thought was good. And so that's a little bit better. Again, don't have that front foot kind of pop up. Try to focus on really trying to keep that front foot down and not have that toe go up in the air. Let's look at another swing here to see. Watch that bat angle to make sure there's not too much flapping around in that barrel. You quiet it down as you get it started, but just something to be aware of. You can see that's a pretty good wrap as I begin to do my stride foot. If I'm getting my stride foot and my barrel's all the way over here, that's a long ways to get to back up to here before I can go forward and swing. So on really faster pitching, with my barrel gets here, when you've taken that land foot or that stride, that's going to be in big trouble because you're not going to get there on time. So just be really cautious about being short to the ball. Even rest that barrel on your shoulder to make sure that you're really close to it, just on soft toss, to maybe take one hand and work on wiffle ball or something. But make sure we don't wrap that around that head too much. So pretty good at contact. Lower half, again, is great. One thing I am noticing, again, that right when you hit, those hands roll and we're going to finish too low. See those hands finish nice and low. When you finish, you can see, and your hands are right here, your barrel should be well above our shoulders when we finish, that your barrel should be way up here, and that's going to help us stay through the ball and not cut our swing off. You're kind of cutting it off. You watch pull hosts or those guys finish, they won't finish with the barrel that low. That's almost by your belly button. As far as that means, you really cut off your swing and you're not staying through the ball enough. So I would do like a double tee drill where you're trying to stay through both balls and place a ball on either tee and really work on keeping that top hand turned over as late as possible, really snapping your hands through but not snapping them over too early. You can see if I bring the frames back a few, you can see that top hand right now is beginning to turn over, and we want to try to stay through that. One of the better lower half ones out of the Juno group so far, so props on your lower half. I think your bat path needs to stay in the barrel a little bit longer and work on that. I think that can make a big difference. So tee work, one-handed drills with the lower half, with just the bottom hand. What you can do is you can take a really small bat, like a T-ball bat, and work on soft hands or soft toss tee work, and you're just going to work on the bat, just not turning over and staying in the barrel, staying in that hitting zone as long as possible. So that's going to make a big difference. But keep a great job on the lower half, do those couple tweaks, watch your back wrap, and those are the few things that I found for you on this session of your eval. So have a great season, and we look forward to seeing you soon.